Peace, love, and divine light. I hope the sun is shining wherever you are and you're living in your greatest purpose. Some of you, actually the majority of you who are new subscribers, this is how I used to do the older videos. I'm not saying that this is going to be a permanent thing. Actually, it's not. I was led to do this video like this, and I'm being reminded that your spirit guides are reminding you to go back to basics, go back to nature. Okay, so whatever that means for you, okay, go back to origins, go back to simplicity, go back to the natural, connect with the natural, connect with nature. Move away from the new ways of doing things. And I know for many of you, this seems very counterintuitive because you're like, oh, okay, well, the world is moving in this direction. And, you know, we ought to see that. Go back to your roots. Yeah, many of you may be like, the world is moving in this direction and you want to move in the same direction. You want to, you know, go with the ebb and flow of things. Well, Mother Nature is telling you to make sure that you connect back to source. Okay? So go back to nature, go back to basics. That's what I'm hearing. And in regards to this reading, we actually did a live. The live that we did yesterday was talking about that. And Spirit was just like, wait a minute, you didn't think I was talking about you as well? Yeah, I was talking about you. Go back to basics. So this doesn't necessarily mean that all the videos are going to be like this. You may occasionally see some of the videos like this, okay? I'm not sure why, you know, I just listen, okay? When Spirit speaks, I just listen. Spirit is saying this is the truth, okay? So this is meant to help you to connect. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is meant to help you to connect. I feel like that whole energy of moving back to basics is meant to help you to connect to source, to connect to a place perhaps many of you may have forgotten, or, you know, it may be kind of like distant, and you know, Mother Nature's like, oh, okay, it's time for you to remember. It's time for you to connect back to source. Okay? So I'm going to pull a few cards to see what's showing up in your energy. Okay? All things hidden, all things that you desire to come into light. Having to do with matters of your spiritual walk, okay? You connecting with your spirit guides. All right, we're going to pull some cards to see what is hidden, what is, what you may not see perhaps, that your guides want you to be aware of. I'm definitely getting an energy of going back to basics. Okay, it's really an energy of like simplicity, an energy of you connecting to source. Okay, because source is whatever source energy is, it's definitely not what the current worldly energy is at this time. So I'm getting that this may be why your guys are like, oh, okay, go back to basics, get in tune, okay, go out in nature, so you could be a lot more balanced. All right, connect with nature. That's the energy that I'm getting right now for you. Okay, I truly hope the sun is shining wherever you are and you're living in your greatest purpose. Wherever you are, the sun is shining wherever you are. And your spirit guides are and will reveal all things hidden that need to come to light that will assist and support you in your walk. Messages. Okay, so first thing I'm getting is the Hierophant for you. Major changes. That's the first thing I'm getting with the number 5. Okay. And as you're going through these changes, I'm seeing that like many of you are, holding a positive attitude. Like you could easily be someone that's going through some really challenging situations. Yet it's like it's not phasing you because you know what's on the other side. It's like, regardless of how these changes may be for you, okay, and pardon me if the volume is not as it should be. Actually, let me just go make sure I get the volume adjusted. Okay, so whoever this message is for, okay, and if it resonates with you, you will know it's for you. I'm hearing that, there's going to be some adjustments in terms of what you hear spiritually, okay? And everything happens in sync. There may be some energy of synchronicity, like you will see that things are happening at the right time. Okay, there may be some changes that you are seeing now that are happening exactly at the time that they're supposed to be happening. And the changes that I'm seeing for many of you, there can be some really challenging situations that you are facing at this time. And regardless of how challenging they are, let me just adjust this. Okay, regardless of how challenging they are, you're meeting these challenges, in a very like enlightened type of energy, like a very an energy of like intuitively knowing that there's something else happening on the other side. Okay, so regardless of what it is that you don't see here in the 3D, you see it in the 5D. Okay, and this 5 represents the 5D, the spiritual realm. Your eyes, it's like you're on point. I'm seeing the word power, like your spiritual power is being augmented from the 5 to the 10. Like, your visions are doubling. This energy right here is an energy of like, I'm getting Agwe energy in Haitian Vodun. This is the energy of passage. This is like there's some energy giving you access. It's allowing you, these energies, like your entities, your spirit guides are allowing you passage to pass through. So it's like, and I feel like intuitively you know this, okay? You are in tune because you're a high priest, high priestess, okay? And this 10 of Cups is an energy of bliss. This is an energy of you moving towards an energy of what you've always wanted. And I feel like this 10 of Cups for many of you connected with this King of Cups is a love energy actually connected to this, like some sort of like commitment. Okay. These major changes, your spirit guides are telling you that these major changes that you're experiencing are leading you on a path to love. Okay. And many of you are already in tune with this. You are aware of this. You feel it. You know it. Love in the highest form. Love in the sense of what you know that you're connected with. Okay. You're moving towards this. Like you're looking ahead. Like I don't see any of you looking back. Okay. In fact, many of those folks that are not in alignment with you, all they see is your back. Okay. Because you have decided to move forward. Many of you are in a very much like a King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy, head over heart. Like you're very fixated on your goal. You're very fixated or connected to the truth that you are meant to live, like your truth, your purpose. You're focused on manifesting what you will, like all this stuff that's happening in the background, whatever it is that you don't see. I almost feel like, you too busy alchemizing. Okay, and whatever you're doing, whatever type of magic you're doing, it's literally removing all obstacles out of your way, even the ones that you don't see. Okay, so let's say Ashe to that. Okay, look at that, Two of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely an energy of commitment connected to this. Connected, okay, I'm hearing the word connected. So this, for many of you, may mean like a divine union, a connection that you're coming to, like you're manifesting, okay? A divine union. For many of you, this just means that it's never just. It's never that simple. It's always a lot more like extraordinary than we see. This, for many of you, there's some expression of love that is showing up. For some of you, like for many of you, and I'm seeing for many of you, this is an expression of self-love. An expression of self-love that requires that you focus on you, that you show up as this King of Swords, which actually okay, so this is for divine masculine, divine feminine that are possibly coming together, okay, that are working on themselves, that are doing the work on themselves so that way they can come together. All right, for some of you this will resonate. And this energy of a Two of Cups is it's about self-love, it's about balance, it's about experiencing love on a level where you see yourself elevated first and foremost. Okay, all right, let's see. Hierophant, Two of Cups, and Queen of Swords. Union, partnership, connection. I feel like for many of you, this connection is about like your connection to spirit. You going back to basics, like connecting to your roots, like the root of who you are. Like this physical flesh that you see is not your root. Your spirit guides are saying you are spirit first and foremost. Yeah, King of Cups, you're divinely connected. Like whatever it is that you're doing, you're being led by emotional intelligence. Okay, emotional intelligence is divine. It's spirit led. It is what you hear from spirit. Okay, tell me about this. Anything else about this energy? Okay, yeah, it's about you being in an energy where you have access and you're able to release any and all things that are not serving you. Yeah, like that energy of change that showed up previously, that number 5. It's about change and not being afraid of the changes. And for many of you, some of these changes, for many folks who are not intuitively connected, it is challenging. Okay, it is a challenge. Like not everyone who is in this energy of releasing is releasing, easily. And I'm seeing this to be the case for you, where because you've done the work to heal within yourself, there's a lot that you're releasing that's, a lot of attachments that are connected to the changes that you're about to experience. Like it's almost like you releasing something is also opening up a portal for you. Portal 3, which is an opening, okay? An opening to your wishes coming true. And for many of you, this means that you're coming into a place where you are experiencing your truth. You are living your truth. You are very clear. You have clarity as the King or Queen of Swords, okay? And it's about you achieving your dreams, your happiness, okay? And whatever this Nine of Cups situation is, yeah, it's coming to a 10 of Cups. That's for real. All right. So many of you are very much happy in and of yourself. Like you figured out how to make yourself happy. Like you are living in your truth, your power, your authority. And so therefore, this is actually, it's almost like it's causing some sort of vibration that's leading you to be connected with others that are living in this same truth. Okay, and releasing the pain of this 3 of Swords situation. Tell me about this King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups is about justice. It's about balance. I feel like this King of Cups is attached to this Ten of Cups situation. It's a part of you that it's almost like you've worked on this part of you that you've gained some sort of emotional intelligence. Perhaps you're no longer so much emotionally led. Okay, you have a lot more balance, and you're able to move towards your goal, your fulfillment. You are in your strength. You are moving towards your happiness, whatever work that you needed to do. I feel like for many of you, it almost feels like it took you back to ground zero. That energy of like going back to basics. It's about you going back to source, the true basis of who you are. Many of you are connected to that. Like you're connected to this truth of you being a spiritual being, and it's doing wonders for you. It's creating stability, security. Like it's making you definitely a lot more confident in yourself. That's why this strength card is here. Okay. It's doing a lot. Tell me about this King of Cups. So this King of Swords, Queen of Swords, has seen a lot of endings. Yeah. For many of you, walking in your truth has caused a lot of endings for you. But guess what? And guess what? It's also creating a lot of new beginnings. So many of you, what this King of Swords represent is that like you're no longer bound, okay, to whatever was old, whatever was keeping you stuck. Because you're living in your truth, okay? And you've, cut ties. You've ended a lot of different scenarios, situations with people, places, and things. And it's like, it's an ending that truly is giving way to a new beginning. For many of you, whatever new beginning you're about to experience is actually more so like a reunion with self. For many of you, this may actually be expressed as a reunion with like a potential soulmate, twin flame energy. This 1111 energy that's showing up here. Okay? Happiness, transformation, major transformation, spiritual transformation. Tell me about this Magician. Yeah, you're manifesting whatever you will. You are manifesting. Well, you definitely have the mojo, King or Queen of Swords, or perhaps your guides are telling you there's a King or Queen of Swords coming towards you. And this is someone I feel like is like minds, okay? This is why this 11 energy is showing up, that balance, okay? This is also why the Justice is showing up. Like you are now in a place where it's almost like with this 10 of Swords that showed up, this is like, it's like you've cleared out all the energies that are no longer serving you, or you've learned how to do it to where you can do it at will. Why? Because you're a magician. You've got great willpower. You have built a very strong backbone. You're able to fight. You're able to stand your corner. Okay. And there's some folks that are in their resentment as a result of you being in your power. Okay. Magician. Yet this is what you're trusting, your intuition. You're moving forward. You're divinely protected from any and all things that you do not see. Okay. And most importantly, you are moving and manifesting your goals. You're moving towards your goals, okay? Anything else? Yep. It's a reciprocal thing. For quite some time, for many of you have been stuck at the crossroads, all right? Stuck at the crossroads in a sense where you've been waiting. It's almost like it's an energy of someone who's waiting to come home. It's an energy of someone who's waiting to be reunited with some source that is very similar to them. Like it almost feels like you were at some sort of a crossroads. You're no longer there. Like you're alchemizing. You're this magician. You've got great willpower. And so therefore you are now in your power as this emperor, empress. Oh my goodness. This is wonderful energy. Okay. What do you want us to know about this? Okay, so this energy right here, this is an energy of clarity. Okay. And I feel like this appeared in the reverse because your guys are saying whatever you didn't see then, you now see now, because you are on that path. You've been empowered. You are in your power. You've got this really strong connection to your spirit guide. Some of you may consider, like, depending on your cultural background, you may consider yourself to be a shaman, a high priest, high priestess, or you have that capability. I feel like that clarity has to deal with like that change. You see how this showed up again, that Hierophant? Yeah, you have clarity. You now have clarity that you've got like a great connection to your spirit guides. That's the clarity that you have. You may not have had it before because this is why it showed up in the reverse. Your spirit guides wanted to show you that you've moved from a place of not having clarity to having complete clarity. And it's like you're harnessing all your gifts, and you're also in your utmost divine power. That is the message. If this message resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, love, peace, divine light.